Hello, guys. Welcome back to me speedrunning getting shadow banned on YouTube. Today, we're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a discussion focused around the globalist agenda, things they don't want you to do, and things that you still can do. And yeah, the crux of the matter, the main point I have here is that they can't really control people as much as they think they can. And there's lots of options really out there for young people like me, even though maybe it's less than ideal because, global leaders have fucked it up for everybody. They have. If you're someone like me who doesn't want to have a 50-year mortgage, who doesn't want to be tied down and basically a debt serf to bankers for most of his life, then you'll understand what I mean. And we're gonna start off with this delightful
You
little song.
can't even buy shit in the store because of your low social credit score. Oh, nothing. Be happy.
Okay, that's great stuff. I like the addition of Bill Gates here. He's part of the, the agenda. So there we go. But taking this pivoting, we're gonna pivot into a little bit of a scarier video.
Of course, if you look at all the challenges, we can speak about a multi-crisis, an economic, a political, social, an ecological, an institutional crisis. But actually, what we have to confront is a deep, systemic, and structural restructuring of our world. And this will take some time. And the world will look differently after we have gone through this transition process. Politically, the driving forces for this political transformation, of course, is the transition into a multipolar world, which has a tendency to make our world much more fragmented. And for these reasons, events like this one, the G20, and so on, are the very important connectors to avoid a too great segmentation.
So there you have it. They do actually 100% want to have a global government. This is proof enough to me. They want to have the globalist agenda in place. Okay, this is proof enough for me. So what I want to talk about is the fact that you know shit's not going to go the way they want, okay? It's just not. Like they cannot predict all the things that transpire, in the world. They cannot accurately imagine the future because I don't remember who, but a wise man once said that the future, if somebody knew what the future would look like, everybody would say that you're crazy because it's always a surprise, okay? So, we're going to talk about how to own land despite the globalists trying to push you out, okay? So these countries are countries where you can still buy land as a foreigner, okay? I'm thinking about you Americans because most people on YouTube watching me right now are Americans. And if you're not American, you're probably from the United Kingdom or Australia, in which case also probably add New Zealand to the list. I'm not exactly sure. But doesn't matter because we're going to talk about some specific places, and we're going to start. I think we're going to start with Spain here. So this is the south of Spain, right? You can see Gibraltar right here, and look at this. This is 100% legit. Okay, you can buy this land right here for 550 euros, 690 square meters. This is even not in the boonies, This is in an actual place, Granda Centro. Okay? This is probably a nice place. I'm going to be honest. The south of Spain is legit one of the nicest places in the world right now. And, I think you're going to have a blast. If you purchase this land right here, you're probably going to have a great time. But maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want to live further out. You can get a lovely plot like this. Look. And this is semi-urbanized, right? So I believe this one, you actually do have permission to build stuff. Urban land plot. You see, the way they have it in Spain is that all land is parceled out and designated as certain things. Like in some places, it's farmland and you can't build a house there. In some places, it's urban land and it's for building. So this land here is for building, and you can get this for 1,000 euros, okay? And you can build your house. So that's chill. But Shunzie, you're saying, I don't want to go to Spain. Okay, there's options, okay? There's options, even in America. Look, meet Homestead Accelerator, okay? I just found these guys today, Freedom Farmers. They're freedom farmers, and this is about they help you build your homestead. Okay, it's not a house in the city, and you're probably gonna have to do a lot of labor and whatnot. But if you're anything like me, you'll know that having your own place is, well, that's my aspiration. You know, having my own place, having my own food source, not having to eat the bugs.
My family's most prized possession is the ground I'm standing on right now. I've spent countless hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars to find, secure, and develop our dream homestead. Throughout this process, I've learned from many costly mistakes, and I've also discovered unique ways to unlock massive progress in a short amount of time, all in the pursuit of providing ourselves with our own food, water, energy, and shelter. But it all begins with finding the right property. Just a few months ago, we created
Your own food, water, property, and shelter, okay? In the Americas, in the US.
new
US
program
of
called
A.
the Homestead Accelerator. In this program, my team and I review thousands of properties on the market and handpick only the ones that meet our strict criteria for being what we consider an A-rated property.
They pick it for you. How much does this cost? Join today. I want to know. Okay, $40 a month. A pro subscription is $600 a year, which is interesting. But my point is, there is things you can do. Okay, there's things you
Come
can
here for
do.
a sec. I would never buy this property. Or this one.
Okay, yeah, that looks pretty trash.
Or this one. Or this one. And you know why? They're all total failures for water. My name is Chris.
Okay, you know, he knows these things. There are people that are willing to help you come up with the unorthodox solutions, because the name of the game now is unorthodox solutions, because this guy wants to tell you what to do. He wants to tell you what to do. And if it's me, I fucking hate being told what to do. I will not tolerate that. Okay? We've got one more thing to review. And just before we do that, leave a like, please, for your boy, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get this monetized. Yeah, okay, begging done. All right, this is the last thing I'm going to show you. This is a website called Akia Japan. In Japan, if you remember, Japan was on the list. No, add Japan to the list. If you are a foreigner, you can buy houses in Japan. And the best thing, they're awesome. And also, nobody wants them. Yes, you will probably have to learn Japanese, but Japanese is sick, bro. These are all houses under $100. Look, price filter is set to $100. Look at all the dots under $100. Okay, Tokyo. Under $100 in Tokyo, okay? This island here, Fukuoka, there are no bears there. It's like subtropical over there. Let's just pick one random one. Let's just go Tokyo, like not Tokyo, let's say like Chiba, just out of Tokyo. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, never mind. There's no pictures there. Yokohama. No pictures. We want one with pictures. Contact for pricing. Okay, I may be wrong about some of this, but we're going to pick one with the price listed somewhere not too far. No, I want the price. Okay, we're gonna scroll. Okay, $0. Okay, free property listed 7 months ago. Nobody wants it. Okay, this is a farmhouse. It's rural. Okay, it's vibes. It's literally vibes. This house looks like it was built last century for sure, 70s, 60s. Look at the roof, intricate tiles. If you know anything about Japanese people, they're like the Germans. They like everything done to code. You know what I'm saying? And what's the floor plan like? Spacious floor plan. Okay, we're gonna look and see if we can find anything with um some pictures from the inside. Let's go to the what I consider to be the coolest part, where there are no bears. Okay, and we're gonna have a look. Maybe there's one with the price. Maybe, because I don't wanna misinform anyone here. I want to actually show you that these places are available for dirt cheap, and I don't want contact for pricing to show up. So we're gonna go to filters, and we're just gonna say $1 is a minimum. And on Fukuoka, $7. $7. What are we looking at? This is a classic Japanese. They call them akiyas, and akiya means abandoned house. So this, I assume, is the actual property. I don't know what this is. Okay, small house. It's a small house. It's not a big house. 85 square meters is the house. That is bigger than the house that I grew up in, the flat I grew up in. So I'm not complaining. It's a little rough, if this is the house itself. Okay, it lots of these items, Japanese, they don't like to keep their old stuff. So I assume somebody probably died. The tatami mats are nice. It's a vibe. They've censored all the pictures. Probably somebody older lived here. But there's potential. There's definitely potential. Look, there's even a fridge. So this is a recent thing. Like, s- um, the reason why nobody wants this is because people are urbanizing in Japan. They all go back to they all go to the big cities, and this property in particular, it's kind of far out. It would probably take an hour and a half to commute to like this urban center or something like that. So it's not ideal probably if you're a career person, like a salary man, and you want to, get your career rolling and stuff like that. But if you're chasing that internet money, then this is why not? Like, why not consider this? It's a great, in my opinion, it's a great thing. And in fact, I really want to pursue this in particular, because why not? That sounds badass. That sounds amazing. Anyways, guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're inspired to look for out of the box solutions. You got to think out of the box with this one. It's a challenge because people are trying to nail you down. People are trying to profiteer off of you. So you got to think out of the box. You got to find those solutions that nobody's thinking about. Okay, see you.